For us, it really boiled down to signifying a big time in our life. We just had our first son.
My fiance and I walk the Riverwalk at least 3-4 times a week, and it's one of our favorite spots in the city. We had the bright idea to get a lock engraved, and we were walking up the Riverwalk one day and just took our place in the tradition.
We put the lock up for my father, who passed away on July 4th. So we thought, wouldn't that be great if we could kind of have a remembrance of him every day that we walk the Riverwalk.
People were starting a tradition of putting locks on the Northbank Riverwalk, which is something that's commonly referred to as LoveLocks across the world, and they've done it in different cities. And the tradition is that people will get a lock or a padlock and take it. It's usually over a body of water. They'll lock it, to the fence or to the bridge, and it's usually in representation of maybe their relationship or representing a loved one. They lock the lock and then throw the keys into the body of water. So these started naturally sort of appearing on the Northbank Riverwalk. What happened was that Parks Maintenance thought that perhaps it was graffiti or something that wasn't supposed to be there, so they cut them off of the fencing there on the Northbank Riverwalk. And the people in the community that had been participating in this tradition obviously were a little bit upset about it.
I was frustrated because it was something very simple, and to think, what was going on, what was the somewhat politics going on that created this to get removed.
When I first saw that the city had cut the locks off, it hurt my heart more than anything, because it's kind of like a remembrance of something. If you leave flowers at someone's crash site or something like that, it was kind of that kind of a feeling where they violated my dad's remembrance.
You see all these things around the city that maintenance wise could be a little bit better, and we thought, why would you want to take time to cut down these locks? I mean, it's kind of something that we felt very personal about, and obviously a lot of people felt personal about it as well.
I certainly think it's a natural evolution for these LoveLocks to appear on the Riverwalk, because it is a very romantic place in downtown Jacksonville.
The Parks Department reached out to us and wanted to make the situation right, and they were really supportive about making a permanent installation for these locks and really make it a Jacksonville tradition with a little bit more of a Jacksonville flair.
This could be one of those things where somebody wants something really different to go do, or they're here for their honeymoon, or they're here for a wedding, or whatever it is, and then go place a lock in remembrance of somebody. And I'm really glad that the city is going to do that and have a permanent place for it.
If we think about different cities that we've been to, any major city along the river has something going on the river. Not just one or two things, but a multitude of different venues, different shopping, different districts. And I think that's one of the nice things that I see happening for the river, is a lot of development going on there. That's going to really put a good stamp on Jacksonville.
I think they did exactly what any city organization should do in this type of situation, which was to realize what was happening, to listen to their constituents, and to immediately find a solution that worked for everybody. It's something that people really put this beautiful emotion behind. So we want to carry through that with the ones that we have that are cut off, and we want to give a place for people to continue doing that tradition. And I think it will definitely even bring new people down to the Riverwalk.
The Riverwalk's a great public space, and it's always good to have something that kind of personifies it for different people. Being able to engage with the public and make unique public art pieces that will really draw people in is really a great way to kind of enhance the great asset we have.
It'll connect us to a global community through this language of love, which is something that everybody speaks together, but it also be something that'll represent our community and the people here, or even people that come to visit our community here.